What's your name? And tell me one of your
My
stories.
name is Zadie Manis. I don't live anywhere. I have no address. Don't call me and I won't call you.
Tell me your name.
Oh, I met a guy named
No,
Lily.
wait. Tell me. Hi, I'm Robbie Fitzgerald. Come on.
I'm Robbie. I don't like giving my name out.
Say
My
hi.
name is Tasha.
Hi.
Hi, how are you? My name is Natasha. In other words, that's what they used to call me. So that's good enough for me. I don't like boys' names. They wanted a boy, so they named me Bobby, and I don't like it, so don't call me that. But I love you, Teresa. And I was just playing like that because you're very, very beautiful. And I'm very proud of you. And Janet's beautiful.
Janet,
And
there's
I
Janet.
Love you, I love you, I love you.
Tell me one of the stories about the guys.
Chasing me?
No. The what is it called? The mob guys you were telling me about on the phone the other day.
Which one? So I met a guy from New York, and he was beautiful. He looked like Chevy Chase exactly. And they were standing in line for him. And he gave me a Lincoln car. And he was in the mob, I found out though. But I didn't care because he was so nice to me. I don't know what he did, but whatever he did, I don't know nothing. And I'm down here now in this shotgun shack, suffering, but I love my sister.
Say hi, Aunt Ethelene.
Hi, my name's Ethelene.
And here's the house.
I'm praying that God will, if He wants me to have better facilities, that somehow some beautiful cottage will come along with a big soft bed in it and a widescreen flat TV. And I can be very happy with all the Coca-Cola, and I'll never be in pain again as long as I live. And then I want to live to be forever, and I want to be forever young. I got a lot.
I know.
A lot of what I got. What I got's all mine. And if you want my number's in the book. Come up and see me sometime.
It's May. It's May.
May West.
I know, but I know how to do her right. I didn't do her right.
I have a picture of you dressed as Mae West for Halloween.
You want me to do Mae West?
Yeah, do Mae West.
I ran into a friend of mine the other day, and she said, "Listen, Mae, my goodness, where'd you get all those diamonds?" I said, "Goodness had nothing to do with it." Is that a pistol in your pocket, or you just glad to see me, big boy?
What did you want to be when you were a little girl? What did you dream of that you wanted to be when you grew
I wanted to be a
up?
movie star. I wanted to sing and dance and be in all the movies. I wanted to sing and dance. That was my whole, and act. I lived to be in plays when I was going to school.
Who was your favorite actress?
I like Marilyn Monroe because she was just herself, and she was so naive. She was so used, and she was really an orphan. I feel very sorry for her. She never had a birthday party. God put me here on Independence Day, and I always was very independent. And it's harder now, and I hate not being really independent. That I miss very much. But every day I strive, and I really want it to be independent. Not by working, but I just know it's going to happen. And I believe in miracles because I've seen them. And I know that I'm going to be very independent, and I know that better things are coming. I'm a complete optimist, and no matter how ugly or fat I am, or how broken up I am, everything's gonna be a lot better. And I always overcome every illness that people think that I'm gonna die. They say, "What are you gonna leave me when you die?"
Hi, y'all.
Hi,
She's messing up my photography.
Linda.
Oh, Linda. Oh, tell her hi.
I always wanted to be independent, and I never wanted to, ask anyone for anything. And now I've got my head straight, but my body doesn't work with my head. So I have a lot of creative ideas, but they just don't happen. And I don't want to have any pain, but I'm going to be here a long time, I believe.
What are some of your creative ideas that you haven't realized?
Well, I know that if anyone ever wrote a book on me, it would be a big seller, but I don't want to give my name.
Well, what would one of the stories be in the book that would make it so
Bullets
interesting
were
to
flying over
everyone?
my head when I was 4 years old, and we owned a club named the Blue Goose, and it got pretty rough. And my sister and I used to hide under the counter. It'd say, "Get under the counter," and I would. And bullets, zing, zing, zing.
And that's from, is that in the mob days? Is that what that was
No,
from?
there
What's
was
that
no
from?
mob there. We were just wealthy enough to have a club. You
And,
know,
well,
but
so why did people shoot at you? Were
they
they?
didn't shoot at me. They were shooting at each other.
No, that's what I meant. I'm sorry.
They
That's
fought
what I
a
meant.
lot, didn't they, Anthony? But you know what? It didn't bother me. I loved it because they had a jukebox with lots of music. I picked out material for dresses to do shows in, and I got my aunt to make them for me, and I'd make a little makeup on, and I'd do shows, and they'd give me dollar bills. And my sister and I sometimes would dance together and do shows. We always got lots of money for it. We did. So I put on shows dancing every Saturday night was our busiest night.
What were your favorite songs that you danced to?
Dipsy Doodle. And what?
Do you know how to?
Will get in your hair.
Well, yeah. How's it
And
go?
if you
Who
get
sang
you
it?
with good and
I don't
word,
know.
Was it
the
a
things
was
that
it a
will
kid
come
song
out
or
in
was
the
it
verse
a?
like you love
Yeah, it
by
was a
and me
catchy
love
song,
you.
like everybody
That's
could
the way
like
to
to.
do
Yeah.
it.
Oh, okay.
And I liked
It's easy to find.
we like it.
It's almost always in the back of your mind.
Oh, she
You
used
never
to
know
sing
it
this
until it's
song.
too late. And then you're in such a terrible state, like the
What
moon
was it?
goes over the cow.
My name is-
That's the way to do
You know, she sang at Sunday school, and they said, everybody get up and sing a song. And she got up and sang it. She wasn't one bit shy. She said, what is it? That's right.
My name is Charlie or something.
No, my name is Sam. Everybody
Oh, yeah,
knows
Sam.
who I am.
Yeah.
And I'm tight like that. I'm tight like that. She said,
Tom Doley.
my name is Sammy. My name is Sam. Everybody knows who I am because I'm tight like that. And I was like 3.5 younger than her, you know, and I cracked up, and I was a little bitty girl just sitting there just going, ah. And she would go swinging her hips like this. She did. That's my sister.
And what's the difference? What's your age difference?
Well,
Just in
I'm
years.
39 and she's 80.
Oh, okay.
I never age. I go backwards.
3.5 years. She said 3.5 years.
3.5 years.
I'm 39 and holding.
You're 39 forever. That's good.
Well, you know what? This guy, he was real old, and he asked me my age, and he was real old, and I knew he knew it already, because my friend Brenda told him. I know her. And I said, how dare you? I just did it on purpose. I said, how dare you ask me my age? And he said, well, I just wanted to know how old you were. I said, you already know it because Brenda told you, didn't she? And he said, well, as a matter of fact, she did. And I said, see, you can't fool me. I did. I did. It was about 90. I went, God. And his false teeth were falling out. They were like,
So what do you do here in Livingston? What do you do with
pray.
yourself?
I pray to get out of here. I pray, oh God, please let me go somewhere where there's fun going on, where there's people that I can communicate with. Actually, there are subjects that they think that I made up out of the clear blue. They think I made up Nostradamus even. You know, they think that I can't get it.
They think what?
They think I made up the name Nostradamus.
Oh, whoa, Nostradamus.
I communicate with a lot of people. I like to communicate with. I like to talk to very intelligent people, Even though I act stupid, I'm not. I'm just silly.
You're just energy, full of energy and
No,
life.
I'm not full of it. I'm
Well,
full of energy as long as I'm sitting down
full
and
of
lying down.
full of mental energy. How's
Well,
that?
I do know a lot of things, but I can remember complicated things, but I can't remember simple things. Like I have short-term memory loss.
Isn't that a sign of genius?
I hope so because I think it's
No, I mean really, I heard
there's a
that.
hair between genius and insanity.
There
know.
is.
I know I'm insane, so I must be a genius.
Well, I'm not sure it works quite that way, but
No, it does. No, it is.
not everyone who's insane is a genius.
Einstein
And not
was.
everyone who,
Einstein.
yeah, but that's one man.
That's one man, and we don't know any more geniuses. Who else is a genius?
What's his name?
Was
Charles
Darwin? Charles Darwin?
Charles, no, I don't know if he was.
That
a genius.
invented
Carl Sagan
evolution?
or Carl-
No, the
Carl
guy that-
Sagan.
The guy that talks with the voice thing now, the astronomer,
Carl Sagan.
is that his name?
Yeah,
Carl
yeah.
Sagan?
I just learned something. I didn't know
He
that.
wrote Contact.
No, the guy that, he's in a wheelchair.
Carl Sagan.
He's in a wheelchair. He uses, he's got cerebral palsy.
He's-
I'm going brain dead.
Aw.
Oh, well, anyway. See, I'm not a genius. I can't remember his
Yes,
name.
you are. You're like the absent-minded professor. That's what I call you.
I'm not sure that makes me a genius.
No, it does. It does.
What, you think I'm a genius, Janet? Here, I'm going to get it on film.
You're a
I think you're
genius.
awful smart.
Oh, there.
I
That's
tell
close
everybody
enough for
My
me.
daughters
smart.
are geniuses. I tell everybody they're beautiful and they're geniuses and they never age. In fact, they get younger and they look just like me.
I think Janet looks more like you.
I do.
Yes, I know, and
I
I
do.
thank you.
Well, I know. We
I
especially
love you.
when I turned about, I don't know,
I
35
knew
or
you
40,
looked like me
I
a
looked
lot.
in the mirror and I thought, there's Mother.
I do. Aren't
weird.
you
I go,
glad?
"There's Mother."
Aren't you glad? I'm just kidding.
I think I look like your mother.
Yeah,
No.
you do. She
You
looks
don't
like
think?
grandmother.
I think I look like
Do you
grandmother.
think she looks like Woods to me?
Woods? Oh, here.
Daddy Woods.
Here, let's see.
I was
There's
sick
my
and in the
mother's
hospital,
picture
and
right
I went
there.
up there.
Yeah, that's Sherry on the left. My mother's on the
But
right.
isn't that your mother right there?
Yes.
And that's
And right here.
She has the shape of her face and her eyes.
There's your mother right there. Yeah, I guess I don't look like her.
Not really. She looks like Joan Fontaine in that picture.
That's a good picture.
It was ages ago. You know when that was going on, World War II? You look like, you look like, not every other generation, the 2 generations back, because I saw some pictures and you look like on my mother's side.
Well, that's what they say about twins anyway, right? They skip a
Really?
generation.
Well, that's what they say.
Yeah, I'm so glad that my kids look like me.
I know I look like you. But this part I look like Daddy. And
Your-
this part I look
yeah,
like you.
Your eyes.
Wait, do that
your
again.
eyes-
Which part?
Okay, this part I look like Daddy.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay.
true.
Yeah.
And this part I look like Mother.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
mouth.
yeah. Because his eyes go back, and mine go sort of
All
out.
mine are close together.
Yeah.
Yeah, and mine go sort of out, like they're big.
Yeah.
Well, I accentuate them to look bigger.
Yeah.
Don't forget that. I use makeup to make my eyes look bigger.
Yeah.
thought Teresa and Linda looked like when they were young.
They look
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, I know. We looked a lot alike,
I
didn't
did. It was on Mama Coker's side that you do look like. I know that for a fact. And I've got a picture of Elizabeth Coker. She's judged down here. She looks exactly like you.
She does.
I've got it in an envelope. May I get it?
we? Get it.
Of course.
Let's see it.
Okay. I thought, oh God.
This is going to be the only video.
And she's a judge, Janet.
Well, that's good. That's a good thing.
I have nobody in this world to talk to. And Teresa, I have nobody in this world to talk to.
You got Aunt Etheline right here.
She has said a few words now and then. But I mean, she gets tired of me talking because I talk and talk and talk.
No.
Yes, I do. I talk way too much. Now, she's right down here, Elizabeth Coker, judge.
And how is she related?
I don't know.
Let's see.
I gotta see
It's
that.
some kind of cousin.
She's got to be a real close cousin.
Her grandfather.
Look at her eyes. They
Yeah.
look just like yours.
She does look a little bit like you.
A
I
little
can
bit.
kind of see that.
Little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
Look at her eyes. They're even like yours.
Yeah.
Look at her hair.
Judge Coker's grandfather was my grandfather's first cousin.
Oh, well, maybe there is some reason for that resemblance.
You know, if that doesn't look like you, then nobody looks like you.
Yeah. I see the resemblance. Yeah.
Coker. She looks like the Cokers.
I'm gonna have you on videotape.
Yeah.
I'm all excited.
I'm excited.
Can you send it to me?
Yes.
Because that would be fun.
I want to see one too.
Oh, I'll send you one.
Oh, you
She can
will?
put it on
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I'll
I'm
put it
gonna
on
be
DVD.
embarrassed because I'm so fat and
No, I'm not showing that part.
oh, poop.
Wait a minute, I thought that would make you happy.
Still.
Okay, here.
Let me
I'll get
take
it.
your shoes off, Teresa. I want to see how tall you are, by the way.
Oh, all right.
I'm gonna make you
Okay, let's do it.
take your shoes off. You have to take
You
them
want
off.
me to hold the camera?
Yeah.
You do look taller than me. You've grown.
No, I haven't grown. Here, back to back. Put your hair down. Oh, well,
Yeah.
you got a big knot on your head.
I do
You
not.
do too, that hair.
That ain't a knot.
Teresa's a little bit taller.
Owen! How did you do that? Oh, she's on her tiptoes.
I was holding my tiptoes.
Okay, shoot. All right. What? She's on her
Okay,
tiptoes.
there no tiptoes. Okay,
Look.
okay, I'm doing the feet all the way up. It's pretty close, but Teresa's just maybe a half inch, maybe a quarter inch, just barely.
I'll send you the proof on tape, Mother.
Is she really taller than me?
Well, that's this far.
Oh, you're lying. I never believe you. Is she taller than me? She never tells
See,
me.
Mother, everybody's not lying to you. Come on, we're
Why
your
do I-
family. We
I
love-
didn't want to shrink.
Well, you're a little. You got that operation, you know. You've got a compression
Why
going
can't it
on.
stretch me
The
taller?
older you get, the smaller.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to have to do something.
Mother, I'm gonna shrink too if it makes you feel any better.
No.
Well, yeah, one day it'll
Why
happen.
can't
I'm shorter. I was 5'4 1/4. Now I'm like 5'3 1/2.
Can they do something to make you taller?
It'll put you in traction.
Without something severe.
If they start putting me in traction, they're dead. They're going to have to whip my butt. And I don't think they
That's
can.
one thing you don't have a
I'm
lot of
still
control over
tough.
is your height.
I'm still tough, even though my back,
Yeah.
that don't mean nothing. I know where I would be here.
Yeah, I know you're tough. Yeah.
She looked just like that girl. That looked like your twin when you were that, you know, that size and that age.
She's trying to say that young and thin.
That age, she's like 32 years
Yeah,
old.
she's a lot younger, I could tell.
She's 32 years old, isn't she, Janet? She's met her. She gave a barbecue.
Older than that, she must be in her 40s.
But she didn't look, what'd they do? Airbrush that picture? You know, take the wrinkles off. Well, you don't have a wrinkle.
I got them. I don't have a lot,
No,
but I
you
do
don't.
have them.
You don't have any either. How old are you now?
So how are you? I'm not putting that on video camera. So how are you
Put you on
feeling?
there.
How are you feeling since your operation? You're doing
I
better.
don't like pain, and they don't give me the medicine. They give me a bunch of Tylenol in my medicine, which is bad for my liver. Which anybody in their right mind, they say Tylenol's bad for your liver, and then they give me hydrocodone, and I look, it's 10% codeine and 650 milligrams of Tylenol.
Yeah.
I said, you just got through saying that Tylenol is bad for my liver. Why can't I have something that kills my pain that isn't bad for my liver? Why?
What does do that? That's not bad for your liver. I don't know.
I can't take aspirin because I have an ulcer. Okay, real bad one. I have lupus and I can't take aspirin. You know, that's the
So what's left?
Percocet. They won't fill the prescriptions. I know a lady that's got just one little part in her back replaced. Guess what they give her? Morphine. And you know what? That's the last thing they can give you.
Well, you don't want to be on morphine. That's tough.
Yeah, I do if it kills my pain.
Yeah, it's harsh.
I'm harsh. And I have a bad liver. I have a bad heart. I have one kidney. You know, so we're just got a piece of hair and a hank of bone. I mean, a hank of bone and a piece of hair. What is it? A hank of hair and a piece of bone.
Makes a wonderful talk.
What? I have never heard that in my life.
Watch me, my love. I got to sing about her singing. Makes a walkie-talkie. Honeycomb.
Honeycomb.
Honeycomb, much be my lover. Honeycomb, much be my pal. You got a hank of hair and a piece of bone. Make a walkie-talkie. Honeycomb.
You never heard that? That's an
Man,
Well-
we used to sing it.
It sounds familiar, but I didn't know the words.
By the way, did you learn to play the blues on the piano yet?
No.
Oh, I love the blues.
It's hard.
Oh, you could play that one by Elvis.
It's like ad-libbing.
Treat me like a fool. Treat me mean and cruel. But love me. I love that.
Oh, keep going.
Yeah,
That's
some
good.
songs.
Take my aching heart, tear it all apart, love me. And if you ever go, darling, I'll be oh so lonely. I'll be sad and blue, crying over you, dear only. I would beg and steal, beg and steal, just to feel your heart beating close to mine. If you ever go, darling, I'd be oh so lonely. I get down on my knees, begging you, please, please love me.
That's very good.
That's
That
good.
was good, Mother.
But it was too high. I sing lower than that. I do. I sing like a half an octave lower. You know what that is, don't you?
Oh, I know what
Well,
it
that's
is.
really
Even though
low.
I can't
I know
sing,
you
I know
do.
what it is.
But I loved it when Jenny got up and led the people. And
I know.
I loved it. They
Teresa
said,
liked that
Jenny,
story too.
Yeah, that was a good story. I'm sorry.
Lead this song, and it was so beautiful. I know you did a good job. She's so cute.
But I decided to do a Cameron Diaz in my best friend's wedding.
Oh, I love it.
You know how she gets up
I
and she
did.
can't sing, and
Yeah.
Julia Roberts sets her up, and she
you're
gets
smart.
up and she sings so bad that everybody's with her because they.
I love it.
And I thought that's what
yeah,
I'm gonna
but
do.
Jenny, you don't sing so bad.
Oh, I do.
Yes, she does.
I do.
But she knows it. It's okay.
It's okay, though.
She's got other talents.
That shows how creative she was, because Cameron Diaz popped in her mind, and she knew how to win the public over, even though she wasn't a singer.
Well, I did, except I made
Didn't
one of
that
the other
create-
ladies a little. I aggravated one of the other ladies.
Oh, that's okay. That's even better. That means as long as you can aggravate a woman, you know you got something going for you. You don't have to worry about looking good, honey. As long as you make that woman jealous, don't ever worry, because you
Oh,
got
but she wasn't
something
jealous.
good.
I think she was aggravated because I
No,
messed,
she
I
was
messed up the
jealous.
Christmas song, you know. And she probably could sing good, but because I was up
She
there,
probably thought she could sing good.
I don't know. But I don't know.
So you have any other stories before I close the video camera?
That I love my sweet babies.
No, stories. Come on, you have so many stories. Think of
I
another
do.
story.
Wait, which one is it?
Just pick one that comes to mind.
Oh, God.
Okay, when I know, let's play this psychologist game. You know, where,
Yeah,
you,
let's do it.
where you say
Oh, Lord.
association game. Okay.
I know.
So the first thing I say.
I am very strange.
So when I say something, that's okay. When I say something, you say the first thing that comes to your
All right,
mind. Okay.
I love to.
That's a good
Okay.
idea.
Potted plant.
Flower,
Baby.
crying,
Dirt.
wash it,
Travel.
Hawaii,
Beach.
Long Beach. I don't know.
Men.
South Beach.
Men.
Antonio Banderas.
Romance.
Antonio Banderas.
Success. First thing.
Fulfillment.
That's good. Let's see. I'm running out. Clouds.
Rain.
Curtains.
Replace them.
Daughter.
I've got 3.
Son.
I wished I had one.
Land.
I wished it was surveyed.
Wait, this is one word, Mother. One word.
Surveyed.
Okay, there you
works,
go.
though.
Breaking the psychologist's
Well,
rules
it's
here.
surveyed. I mean, that's what I did.
Let's see. Bird.
A beautiful bluebird.
Water.
Water. Ocean.
Flowers.
Roses.
Toes.
Oh, my toes are ugly. Paint them.
No, that's not. That's 2 words. I'm running out of words.
Ugly.
Janet,
I
Janet,
think I
word.
have the ugliest toes in the world.
Teeth.
Glad I got them.
Yeah, I know you knew the actor Larry Storch.
Yeah, I knew him. I
That
knew a lot
played
of them.
on, what was that, F Troop?
Yeah.
He played in F Troop, and Mother knew him. Was there any
Yeah, I
stories
knew he
associated
and his
with
wife. We did the town. The president of the AGVA Actors Guild of Variety Acts of America was my date, and we went all to all the clubs in New Orleans. We even went to they had a Playboy club then. They don't have it there now. And they didn't have it for a long time. And bought me an ankle bracelet from there. And while I was there, I had on a beautiful black dress, and it was real tight, and it had straps in the back. And all of a sudden, I felt something pop, and my zipper broke. Boom! And this guy was like 6 feet 9 inches tall, and he had to take off his jacket, and I had to wear it for all the rest of the night to every club we went to. I'm serious.
Yeah.
He was a giant. I mean, he was a giant.
He
His
double
wife-
dated with
Yeah.
with Larry Storch.
I
and
met
his wife.
I met Willie Nelson, and when I turned around and saw, he scared me because I always didn't like long beards, and I didn't know he just. And I turned around and he was following me to the restroom, and I went, ah, and I let out a loud scream because the beard was good here. I didn't know Willie Nelson, you know.
Now you knew other musicians too, though, right?
Yeah, I dated Tony Stevens with the Foghat Group. He was the bass player and used to be with Savoy Brown. And he treated me like a queen. And he took me to Mother Blues. And they all came running over for his autograph. And I felt so stupid sitting there. You know, I was sitting there and he was signing all these autographs. I never had that happen to me before, you know?
Well,
But he
very
treated-
few. Nobody's come and asked me for my autograph.
Nobody, they didn't ask me, and I'm kind of jealous, you know. Like I thought, well, why don't they ask me for my autograph?
What about me?
I was kind of famous, but not all over the world. I wasn't in a group.
What were you famous for?
I was dancer,
Dancer? Where'd you dance?
the French Quarter Club, Natasha.
Oh, that's where Natasha comes
Yeah.
from. Okay.
I had my name on Big Lights.
Weren't you Lisa Lane for a while?
Yeah, but that was a short while. I decided that it was too simple.
Oh, okay.
Lisa
Yeah.
Lane, that sounds like Superman's.
It was a Superman.
Like Lois Lane.
Yeah,
Lois
exactly.
Lane, or Lisa Lang, Lang.
Oh, yeah.
And then I decided it was too simple.
Yeah.
So I wanted to be real funny, and he said, "What's your name?" And I said, "Lorelei Jones from Arkansas." And he went, "My Lord, how could you act like that? You know that I know better than that." I said, "Well, okay then." I said, "Okay, you don't want to call me Lorelei, fine." And I gave him a bunch of stupid names. And I finally said, "Okay, Natasha." Because I thought, because Rudolph Valentino's love of his life was named Natasha. all the women committed suicide when he died, and I thought she must have really been something if he loved her. So I went to name myself that. I'm so.
I think of Bullwinkle, Natasha and Boris.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? I haven't seen it yet.
No, the cartoon. The cartoon.
Bullwinkle and Rocky the Flying Squirrel. It's a
I wanna
cartoon from a
see-
long time
I want
ago.
to see it.
And it's Natasha and Boris are the
What did
German
she do?
spies.
Yeah, the German spies.
Oh
And
no,
Natasha and Boris.
I'm on the. I got a lot of German blood in me, but I'm not a spy.
Oh, we'll have to get you the DVD of the cartoons.
Of the Bullwinkle
Do it,
and
do it.
Bullwinkle and Rocky the Flying
Christmas
Squirrel.
present.
Or were they
Christmas
Russian spies?
They were
Maybe
Russian
they were
spies.
Russian.
I think they were
Because
Russian.
Natasha's a
Come to think-
Russian.
yeah,
name.
Russian
She was a
spies.
Russian designer actress, and Valentina fell in love with her. That's how I know that's a Russian name.
Yeah.
Why did all those women commit suicide when Rudolph Valentina
I thought
died?
he was gay.
No.
Oh, I
Maybe he
don't know.
was somebody. Maybe it was
I think
Elfrida
she was.
Flynn
She
or
was.
somebody.
She was.
Who? Natasha?
Natasha. I found it out later, and then I wanted to change my name. Tracy, your life is much more interesting than mine.
I don't think so. This is
I
pretty
don't.
interesting.
I really haven't. That was in the past.
Yeah, but this
Right
is-
now, my life is TV, food, that piece of bed over there.
Piece of
You don't
bed.
want me to
Is
call
it not comfortable?
No.
But you had all.
Does
these-
it go up? Like, is it a hospital
It's
bed? that
supposed
goes
to, but
up?
it doesn't.
It doesn't.
And the mattress is about this thick. I've got like quilts stacked on it
Ah,
to make it. And I fell off of it right after I came back from the hospital. And Ethelene heard me hit the floor. It was already, you'd been to bed, hadn't you, Ethelene? She heard me hit the floor. I was having a nightmare, and she came in and she got me up. And then I fell off the steps. I had a blackout. Fell completely from, I didn't even get to the step. At the top of where the door open, and fell face forward in the dirt. I fell in the bathtub. I fell down in the bathroom. I fell in the living room. I've fallen all over the house. And I finally quit falling. I finally quit. Now I've got it.
Tell us about the beautiful green dress you got from Tiki Time.
Yes, it was stolen though.
No, oh, that's right. Because I borrowed it.
Yeah, and I've got.
I borrowed it
I had
for
a picture of
Halloween.
you in my album, and they got them too.
Yeah, I borrowed it for Halloween.
Yeah,
one
I
time.
said, here, Ted, this will look beautiful on you, and it did.
so tell me about the dress. I don't know if I've
The
seen
dress was from a really famous dancer, Tiki Time, the best dancer in the world, and it was green velvet, and it had all sorts of extra pieces to go. It was beaded, it was fur trimmed, it had stones all over it.
It's a
It
beautiful
fit
dress.
form fitting, and on the bottom it had fur. You know, it went all the way to the
Because
floor.
I put, for Halloween, I was Gypsy Rose Lee. one
Yeah,
year.
she was
Oh,
just
I remember
And
that.
I borrowed that dress.
Yeah, I said, here, I've got
Yeah,
to do this.
yeah. And it fit me at that time.
And they took all my stuff. But
Yeah.
that's history.
Nothing.
I'll overcome that's material things.
It's true.
And as long as I'm rich in body and spirit and soul, I'll never be poor.
it. So what did you like about dancing?
Everything. I love dancing from the day I was born. The day I was born. I love to dance. I still dance. I can't walk very well, but I can dance. I can, but I don't go dancing because I get tired pretty fast, you know, I get a little tired. But I love dancing. It's just part of me.
What was
Yeah.
your favorite place that you ever danced?
place that I ever danced? The French Quarter.
That was it when your name was up in lights?
Yeah,
and-
because I got to do my own music. I choreographed my shows. I designed my costumes. I had the lighting the way I wanted. I did everything all in purple one time. Purple. Then I did Black Magic Woman, it was black light and a big ball that went around glittering.
like a
and-
disco ball?
Yes, and black French outfit that went around. And I know Latin dances. I did Latin dances too. And all the dancers would come and sit up around the stage when I did that show. And Santana played the music.
Yeah.
And I did all the whole thing. And I did Stairway to Heaven, all in white, you know. And it glowed with a black light on it. and
Did
the
you get
white.
what's that called, a mist machine?
No,
where
but
it
I
does
wanted one. They wouldn't get
I mean,
me
that's
one.
what I'm thinking. Stairway to Heaven. You
I
gotta have some
wanted
clouds.
it. I kept after him all the time, and he was kind of stingy with the money. He didn't get it. But I went to the magic shop when I did Black Magic Woman, and I got me some liquid smoke. And they didn't know it, but I had this behind me, and I'd rub my hands together, and I'd put it out on my fingers, and smoke would go from my fingers. Yeah, and all
Well, that's
over.
pretty cool.
Like it, I'd do like this. And, you know, I'd do things that were really exotic, and the dancers loved it. That's how I got the smoke. Because he wouldn't get me a smoke machine either.
Yeah.
I didn't even know you could do that with liquid smoke.
Yeah, it comes in a tube, the magic
At the
shop.
night.
And you rub it, you gotta
Ooh,
rub
that's
it.
great for Halloween. I'm gonna have to get
Yes,
some.
do that. And I got, one time I did a real slam up Halloween show to Alice Cooper's Welcome to My Nightmare. That was hilarious. You know who liked it? The SMU students.
Did you do it with a snake?
No, I don't like
Well,
snakes.
you know, a fake
No,
snake.
no. I won't get near a snake.
Even a fake snake.
No, Black Magic Woman. Welcome to My Nightmare. I put all white makeup on like I was a corpse. Had a long black wig, black long negligee, and welcome. And on the second record it said, "I see red." I had a fake sword and I stabbed myself and fell out of the stage. And there was these old bald-headed men sitting at one table, and they screamed and ran out the door. And the SMU, the fraternity brothers were there from SMU, and they were screaming and yelling, "Yeah, yeah!" I was very much as a creative.
Yeah, it sounds very
And
creative.
I did like French stuff, like way down yonder in New Orleans, and I'd have a green shiny gown that was sparkled, you know. And I did real southern stuff. And I did a French number, you know, all French music. The French was classiest. It was classiest. Thank you for entertaining me. I mean it.
It was good.
Yeah, it's good.
Well,
So
I was.
you've never had a video.
It
Now
was.
you've got
I was
video.
going down memory lane, and I know I'm probably going to come off stupid, but that was my life for some of my life. That was the good part of my life. The good part of my life. But the best part of my life was when I had my first baby. That was.
That's this one.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
number one job. It was. I said, nobody can touch my baby. I came home and they'd go, "Let me hold her." No. I wouldn't let nobody touch her. Nobody. And they'd pick you up anyway, and I hated them. I hated them. You know, I said, "Put my baby down, don't touch my baby." And Teresa, they told me the boy was going to live and the girl wasn't. And when I took you out of that hospital, do you know what you did? You weighed a little bit, you like 3 pounds or something, you know. And you know what you did? A big smile on her face. They said, "Oh, that's just gas." I said, "It is not. She knows that she's gonna live." And
Very awesome.
yeah, and you did too.
And here I am.
Yeah, and you were really, really pretty baby. She had black curly
I know.
hair.
I
I
remember
looked
those
like
pictures of her.
doll.
Is there,
And I didn't want to let nobody touch you. I hated them because she was my first one. I didn't know a thing about babies, nothing, zero. I just knew.
Been there.
I just knew they weren't going to get her.
are there any final thoughts of wisdom or life lessons you want to impart
Yes.
to anyone watching
Don't do
this?
what I do. Do what I say.
What would that be? What do you say?
Don't make all the mistakes. Don't trust everybody. I mean, be nice to them, be good to them, but avoid as many people as you can. I mean, don't trust so much. Don't be so naive. I mean, be kind, but always remember to love yourself, because you're your best friend, and you can love everybody else too, but you've got to remember that I thought everybody thought like that. People do not always think like you do. There are, you may be very giving and loving, but they may have something entirely different on their mind. And it made me, I don't trust as much. Don't trust everybody. Be careful. Always remember that. It's very important. Look, I have this, but I look so good like this. So I couldn't make it stay that way. So I got some duct tape, and I took it and I rolled it just as tight as I could, and I pulled it back behind me, and I got it real tight. And I kept doing it till it wasn't nothing there. And I took a beautiful scarf and wrapped it over and went out, and nobody ever, I didn't have it no more.
Well, wait, tell me about the earring story. Remember the hot glue?
No,
The earrings? Super glue.
Oh yeah, well I have a hole in my ear, that's pulled down, and I can't wear pierced earrings, so I glued it together with super glue, and I put it through the hole.
And you got it.
And you got it. You couldn't
Well,
get
I
it.
put some antibiotic cream on it. They got well.
Yeah.
But I remember that when you did that, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, you hot glue, you super glued an earring to your, you must have really liked those
I
earrings.
did.
Well, that's what when I asked her,
I
why
like-
did you do that? She said, well, you don't understand how much I wanted to wear those earrings.
I did.
I go, I guess I don't.
Right with that dress, and they were beautiful. And there was a split right there, and I said, no, I'm not going to have that. I know what'll hold it. Super glue. And I glued it, and I stuck a hole. I stuck it in there before, and around. And yeah, it stayed. And yeah, it got infected, but I put antibiotic cream, and it got well. So see, it worked out.
It's still a funny story.
Well, to me, it's perfectly logical to me. If something's got to be stuck together, put super glue or duct tape
Duct
on it.
tape or super glue.
Yeah.
Fix anything.
Thank you. I love you. Wait, let me get taller.
Yeah, I was going to say, I need to go.
I honestly didn't know I was.
I know, I tried to tell you, you don't believe your own daughter.
I don't believe that. I cannot believe that I'm short.
I wouldn't lie to you. You're not short.
Didn't wanna
You're just short.
I want to be tall.
I wanted to be tall.
I wanted to be tall. I'm considered short too.
I know.
I've never been tall either. I would be real tall.
Yeah, well.
I'd be tall to
Nothing-
touch the ceiling.
Maybe
No,
in your
you're not
next
going to
life.
be.
Maybe
Well, none of us are going to be.
I'm coming back. You can count on that.
Yeah. Well, when you're resurrected, you could be, a 6-foot model.
No, I don't want to be a model.
Oh, you don't wanna be- what
they
do you
give
wanna
too
be?
many orders, and you have to do what they say.
What do you want to be? If you came back,
I want
what
to
would
be
you want to be?
very wealthy and independent and help the poor, but yet help myself. I do.
You do?
And I want to be
Do you want to be a woman or a man?
I want to be a beautiful woman. And I want to be French, and I want my name to be Sandra Voltaire.
Sandra Voltaire.
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 Yeah.
Is that French? Voltaire.
Yes. He was a philosopher.
I want to come back.
There's a movie, I think, called Voltaire, isn't there?
I don't
about
know.
him? I'm not
He's
sure.
a philosopher. He's famous, but I didn't get it from that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that until after, I knew this back in the 70s. It came to me during the movement,
The movement? What? Oh, the peace, love, joy
Yes,
movement?
yes,
Yeah.
flower children. I was just growing up. I never really grew up until, I was like a teenager in those. I didn't know that I was actually older. I mean,
That you were supposed
Because
to
during
be
those times,
responsible?
I was in my 70s. I mean, I was in my
in my 20s, and I had a daughter. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I should have known that, you know, I don't know what happened.
You were regressing?
I don't know. I never had a teenage life.
Well, so you regressed back to relive the teenage years you
I
never
guess
had.
maybe I did.
Maybe that's it.
That's probably. I didn't
Making
mean,
up for lost
I didn't
time.
mean any harm by it. It just happened.
Oh, I want to hear. I know what I
I
wanted to
had
ask
no
you.
control.
Do you remember the purple walls when you painted?
Yeah.
The walls? Oh, okay, because I don't
Aren't they
remember.
beautiful?
Oh, purple walls and the blue couch
Yeah, it was-
and the lavender chair.
It was lavender walls.
Oh, lavender
Lavender walls, a purple couch,
and there was
big
something
one.
blue.
and blue. I mixed blue and lavender together.
Yeah, blue and
My
lavender
living
and
room.
purple.
And the neighbors had a hysterectomy.
A hysterectomy. You mean a hissy fit?
Yeah. Well, that neighbor next door came on and she went, ah!
Donna, I mean, Miss
Miss
Collier.
And had a holy fit.
Yeah.
I don't remember it, but I think
picture
it's
was
pretty.
that color.
It sounds pretty.
It was beautiful.
I don't remember it. Do
It
you
was
remember it?
beautiful.
Yeah,
You
I
did?
remember
You
it.
didn't do that then.
Yeah.
Your walls were white or beige, and that's it.
Yeah.
And I did the unthinkable.
Well, I think people would still find that a little crazy.
Well,
you
I
know,
don't.
A little too
No,
colorful.
no, no.
A lot of houses.
No, I
would be
think
too
it's
colorful.
very French and it's very creative.
Except my friend Sharon, her daughter just bought a house in Richardson, and the whole entryway and dining room are purple walls.
There you go.
Lavender.
Yeah, but hers are purple.
Really? Well, I would
Dark
love
purple.
it. I would love
But
it.
she has a lot of light,
But
so it
don't you-
doesn't look. It
It's
looks
not
pretty. It
dark.
looks okay. I mean,
Janet, don't you think it was beautiful?
I thought it was pretty. Yeah, I did.
thought it
I mean,
was
but I was
so beautiful.
10 years old. 10 years old.
Yeah,
And I
but
did. Yeah, I thought it
It
was.
was beautiful.
I
And all
did.
these other people had these white walls and these beige walls, and I thought they were so boring. I did not. I told my husband. I told Kurt, this is ridiculous. We
We
why-
need color in our
Where
life.
I mean, everybody did what the next door neighbors did. You don't do that. You do what comes from within.
What you want to do.
Creative. What you feel. I mean, don't have washed out walls just because they do. Make it pretty. I love you, Janet.
I love you too.
I love you too.
You made my day.
Here.
So
Janet,
happy.
come back. Sit down with us.
So happy.
For a little while.
My beautiful daughters. Are you tired, baby?
No,
Is
no.
it gonna?
I think.
It doesn't go back very far.
Feverish.
It doesn't go back very far, so we got to get really
Yeah.
close. What do you do?
You are feverish too.
I'm not feverish.
I smelled
Okay, let's
it.
see. Wait, where? Oh, we can't. We
Yeah,
can't.
it just
Oh,
can't happen.
whoa! Got a little dizzy
Well,
there.
I got dizzy too, or else it's somebody
Oh, there we
else.
go. Look, there we are. Hi.
Hi.
Here we are with our mom.
I'm so happy. Thank you for coming to see me. And don't forget, come sooner. Get a jet.
Get a jet. Okay. Bye. Say bye.
Okay, bye-bye. My mother.
And say hello to Guy for me.
Okay, I will.
And
He's
you
out
say
working.
hello to Gil for me.
Say hi to him, Mother.
Your little, hi, Gil. Hi, you little blonde-headed boy. You, I miss
Blonde-headed?
you.
He's not blonde.
I said blonde-headed. She thought I called you bald. Blonde-headed boy.
Guy's the
beautiful.
bald-headed one.
No, he is.
Well, he's getting that way.
I don't
but he looks so
care. I
cute.
still love Guy because
Oh, he looks
he
cute.
took up for me.
Yeah.
God took up for me, and I'll never forget it as long as I live. It had been for him and you. And Teresa took up for me. She told me to call the cops, and I said I will, and I did. And I did the right thing.